Greetings to all and welcome to the session 8 of Unit 2, 8 and Operations for the course Machine Tool Technology pertaining to the course code 15ME43T. So in the today's session we are discussing about difference between engine lathe and capstan lathe, then single spindle automatic lathe and its advantages and its application. So, what is the difference between engine lathe and capstan and turret lathe? So, in the last class, you have studied about capstan and turret lathe. So, capstan and turret lathe is, as I discussed, it is used for mass production of the identical parts. And here, in case of tile stock, we have turret. So, turret is mounted carrying hexagonal headed block which is used for holding more than six different kinds of tools. So let us discuss the difference between engine lathe and capstan and turret lathe. The first difference is the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise. It can rotate in both directions. So here the engine lathe, the direction of rotation is anti-clockwise, but in case of capstan and turret lathe, it can rotate in both directions. So engine lathe required less power as these machines are designed for doing a single operation at a time. So as I told, single point cutting tools is carried by the tool post. Will perform only one operation at a time in engine lathe, but in case of capstan and turret lathe, six faces of hexagonal turret carries six different tools and it will do the operation one by one after indexing by sequencing. In a sequence of operation, it will perform more than one operation at a time during machining. So it requires higher power compared to engine lathe. Less number of spindle speed available in the engine lathe. So similar spindle speed in the headstock side is very limited in case of engine lathe. So but in capstan and turret lathe, there is a lot number of spindle speed is available. The setting and machining time is higher because we are handling very larger components and very critical components in engine lathe, whereas the capstan and turret lathe is generally used for circular parts and its in machining its setting is very easy and machining is automatic. So machining is automatic, that's why the time required for this one is lesser. Capstan and turret lathe is very lesser. The skilled operator is needed because the machining operation has to be done by the operator only. So it requires a highly skilled operator. So in case of capstan and turret lathe, the machining operation is performed automatically. So the operator is required only for loading and unloading of the component and for applying coolant. So the semi-skilled operator can handle the capstan and turret lathe. Lead screw is present in this type of lathe. So lead screw is present in engine lathe for performing thread cutting operation. The lead screw is not present in capstan and turret lathe, but short threads can be easily cut by chaser. So there is a different tool known as chaser which can perform the thread cutting operation. There is no lead screw in case of capstan and turret lathe. As you know that lead screw is mainly used for performing thread cutting operation in engine lathe. Any type of taper turning can be done by this machine. So as you know, we have studied different kinds of taper turning method, that may be palm tool method, set over method, or crosswise swelling cross slide method by using attachments. So in case of engine lathe, but only short length taper can be done with the help of palm tool. In case of capstan lathe, only one method possible for performing taper turning operation is by palm tool method, and it is also limited to very short length. So next is automatic lathe. So earlier what we have studied capstan and turret lathe is semi-automatic lathe. So in capstan and turret lathe, the operator is required for loading and unloading of tools for coolant and everything. But in automatic lathe, all the operations are fully automatic. So the loading and unloading of operation, that there may be machining operation and indexing and the fixing of the tool, everything is indexing and fixing of thing, everything is automatic. The working cycle is fully automatic, and that is repeated to produce the duplicate parts without the participation of operator. The working cycle is fully automatic and it is repeated to produce the same identical parts with the participation of operator. Here you must know that what is the main difference between engine lathe and the this maybe semi-automatic lathe or automatic lathe, that this automatic and semi-automatic lathe are mainly used to produce the same component. We cannot produce the different components of one component. If you held here, it will perform the same operation, repeated operation and repeated kinds of sequencing and repeated operation will be performed on that machine. That's why it is used to produce the same component in a continuously. But in case of engine lathe, we can do any kind of operation, and any different operation and everything in case of engine lathe, but the human intervention is required there. It is a fully manual operation you have to do in the engine lathe. But in automatic lathe, you have to note that we cannot do different kind of operation continuously. It is used to perform identical operation and it is used to machine the identical components continuously. That's why this automatic lathe or semi-automatic lathe is mainly intended for producing identical parts in a mass production. So if the company is producing the same component throughout its day or throughout its span, so that kind of companies will use the automatic lathe because there is no extra job, different kinds of operation is required. If then the other order will come, then they'll change the setting so that will produces the same different components and continuously. So if you want to change the operations, then you have to make a suitable cycle setting in the automatic lathe, and that will do the operation, but it is continuous. Again, it is doing that same cycle until you change the other cycle of component. It is performing the same operation. Here, the operator is required only for loading the bar stock into the check. So here the operator is required only for holding that workpiece into the workpiece for first time. So you have to hold the longer length workpiece. It is the automatic lathe are intended to produce the operation on only cylindrical bar stock. It is used for producing operation on cylindrical bar stock. So longer length bar stock is held in the collect check from the back side also. So it is after completion of one full operation, that components will remove from the tool by cutting off operation. Then that bar stock will adjusted to the next length automatically. There is no again need of human intervention. That bar stock will come for a second operation automatically by use of camshaft and cams. There is no need of pushing the workpiece or adjusting the workpiece for second operation. That bar stock will come automatically for a second set of production. So the human is required, the operator is required only for loading the workpiece for first time only, and it should be a longer length workpiece. So that in one raw material we can do more than 10-20 workpieces. After that workpiece length is finished, then you have to put the other bar stock so that it will perform the operation continuously. So these machines are used when production requirements are too high compared to turret lathe. Turret lathe we are saving half time in automatic lathe. Why? Because in capstan and turret lathe, the other than machining, other operations are manual. So in order to save that time, we can use automatic lathe. So when there is a higher production requirement which is too high for turret lathe, so then we use automatic lathe. All working and idle operation are performed in a definite sequence. It is performed by a definite sequence by a control system adopted in automatic, which is set as to given work. Only operator required to be performed manually is holding the bar stock. So operator has to load the bar stock or individual casting or forged blank into the correct check here. That is required only for loading the bar stock into the collect check or maybe the this headstock spindle. So next is the single spindle automatic lathe. You can see in the figure this is single spindle automatic lathe. So these are completely automatic bar type turret lathe. So completely automatic bar type turret lathe designed for machining complex internal and external surface. It is designed for machining complex internal and external surface on the parts of bar stock and separate blanks. Up to 10 different cutting tools can be employed at one time of tooling. So more than 10 cutting tools can be operated at one time. In this kind of machines, more than 10 tools can be handled at one time. So it is having two cross slide, horizontal cross slide, one front end, other rear end, and it is used to hold two or three tools, two or four tools, and it has angular vertical cross lights which carries more tools. So the more than, and it is having turret also, which can be used for holding drilling tools, etc. So totally we can handle more than 10 tools at a time. So single spindle automatic machines are used for machining complex and complex internal and external surfaces on the bar stock. So it can handle 10 different tools at a time. See, single spindle, it has a two cross slide, front and rear. Here, this one and this one, two we have. This you can see front and rear. This is front and this is rear cross side, two cross side, and remaining are vertical one, vertical cross slides we have. Front and rear are employed for cross feeding of tools. The vertical tool slides used for parting of operation. The vertical tool slides may be like this. You can have this. This is the third cross slide, vertical one. Used for parting of operation may also be provided. Headstock is stationary. The headstock is stationary, and the houses the spindle bar stock is held in the collect check advanced after. So it is used for holding the bar stock. This is the bar stock. Bar stock is nothing but the workpiece. So this spindle, this headstock is used for advancing the bar stock after the completion of the one complete operation. It will cut the tool will cut that workpiece, and after that the bar stock will advance automatically by the mechanism provided in this headstock. So it will advances for the next operation as I explained. The bar stock is held in the collect check and advanced after each piece is finished. After each piece is finished, it will the bar stock will advances so that the second operations will take place. Second set of operation will take place. All movements of the machine units are actuated by cams and camshaft. Here you have the cams and camshaft. So each operation, everything cycle of operation, this advancement of the bar stock, everything is performed by cams and camshaft. Bar stock is pushed through the stock tube in a bracket, and its leading end is clamped. Leading end is clamped here and is rotating spindle by means of collect check. By stock feeding mechanism, bar is fed out for next part. So the bar is fed for next operation by uh, stock feeding mechanism. There is a mechanism called a stock feeding mechanism, which is used for advancing the bar stock after the completion of each pieces of workpiece. Machining of central hole is done by the tools that are mounted on the turret slide. So this is the turret slide. The machining of central hole in the workpiece is performed by the tool mounted on the turret slide. Parting off, cutting off, and palm tools are mounted on the cross slide. So we have two cross slide, front and back. So that is used for performing parting off operation, cutting off operation. So you are feeling little difficulty to understand. So in the end of this session, I show the videos. In that we can come to know what is cross this one cross slide, horizontal cross slide, what is vertical cross slide, you come to know clearly. So at the end of each cut, the turret slide is withdrawn. The turret slide is withdrawn automatically and indexed to bring the next tool in position. So I'll show you a simple video of single spindle automatic machine so that you come to know what is bar start and what is the feeding mechanism and what is the horizontal cross slide and what is the vertical cross slide, how the machining takes place, etc. by a video. You can see this is the horizontal cross slide. You have two horizontal cross slide, you can 1 and 2, and this is the vertical slide. You have three vertical slides here, 1, 2, 3, and this is the turret. So this is the cam and camshaft. This is the camshaft which performs the operation automatically. This is see, all the operations are performed automatically. There is no operator is required, so that cutted off that workpiece for second operation is here. Here, the workpiece is cutted automatically, and the bar stock will advance us the second for second operation. See, this is a stop feeding mechanism for that. Here all the operations are automatic. See, this is the cam and camshaft. This is the bar stock, that is workpiece. So larger length workpiece is held at a time, and after the completion of one workpiece, this workpiece will advances automatically by a stock feeding mechanism into the collect check. So it is used for producing only the components on cylindrical surface only. You cannot handle like a square or hexagonal components which you can held in engine lathe. So it is used for mass production of similar kind of products. So thank you for watching this session.